Hello, my name is Minecraft Phenom08, and this is episode 13 of my 1 Billion Iron Ingot Challenge in Minecraft 1.16. In today's episode, I'm going to be diving into the mod Woot, which is a mob spawning mod that doesn't actually spawn mobs at all. Just basically, it is able to get mob loot from a multi-block structure. So let's get started. So the first thing that we need are several things here, and I have a lot of the stuff crafted, but there are a few things that I do need to craft still. So the first thing that we'll need is a magma block to be placed down, and on top of that I need to place this Stygian anvil, and this will allow me to craft some stuff that I need. So one thing that I need to do is look in the Woot guide to basically look at this right here, because I have a lot of this stuff already crafted, but what this mod does is it provides multi-block structures that allows you to get mob loot without actually spawning the mobs. And to do this, you need to make this multi-block structure that is fairly complicated to make, and it has quite a few different things in it, especially the upper tiers of this structure. But right now I'm just going to be going for the tier 1 structure, and it requires these things right here. Now I have most of them already made, but I don't have the primary base, I believe, so that is something that I need to make. So let's go ahead and look up the recipe for this. So for the primary base, I need basically I need stone, and then I need these dye plates here. And to get these dye plates, I'm going to need I'm actually going to need an injection press, which I believe I have made up, and some die casings. And to make these die casings, I need to make this die casing die, and to make this, I need this Stygian anvil here with obsidian and gunpowder. Now to use this, I need to right click. Oh, am I doing this in the wrong order? I think I'm doing this in the wrong order. So gunpowder goes first, obsidian goes second, and then we take the yaw hammer and right click on that, and that gives us the die casing die. So now I need to use this to make a few things here. So let's set up some recipes, and I think the recipes will go something like that. So let's go back to the primary base here, because we need to make these die casings, or yeah, pink die casing. So we need pink dye. That shouldn't be a problem. It might be. So let's actually pull this die casing dye back out. Let's get some pink dye if I can, and I should be able to make pink dye easy enough here. If I have a mortar and pestle, and I think I do. So this should give me pink dye. So I just need one of it for right now, and let's throw the mortar and pestle back in there, and then I think I also need purple. So I should be able to make purple dye. One of the things that I've done between episodes is I have some of, not the dye essence. Oh shoot, where to go? I should be able to make the purple mystical flowers. And let's look that up real fast. So yeah, I have this mystical flower essence from the mod Mystical Agriculture, and let's actually go ahead and show the system. It's a system that I built to make obsidian, essentially. And where's my obsidian? Okay, so my obsidian seeds, I have obsidian seeds in here, and I have obsidian essence up here. So I've done the same thing with some other stuff as well, and one of those was the mystical flower seeds. That allows me to get this mystical flower essence, which allows me to make any of the mystical flowers. And that basically, in essence, allows me to get any of the dyes that I will need. So let's go ahead and make this mystical flower. And I'm not going to go ahead and automate this. I'm just going to get what I need right now. And then I should have a mortar and pestle in my system once again. And there's the purple. So I need this, I need the yaw hammer and the dye, and that should get me, oh, I need to put these in there. It should give me this, and then let's go ahead and do this as well, and then I can grab those. So I don't think I need the die casing dye anymore. Let's go ahead and go back to the primary base that I need to build. I need the pink dye plate. And okay, so right now I need to make, or I have an injection press. I need to go ahead and hook that up somewhere. So let's go ahead and grab that. Let's put that back in the system. And let's actually grab some dye as well. So I do have a few of the different dyes automated here, including the blue dye. Let's go ahead and grab a bunch of this because I believe I can use the injection press. Actually, I might need the dye liquefier next to the injection press. And I can set that system up to make liquefied dye so that I can throw these dye casings in there and use them. Okay, so let's find a source of power, and should be able to do that right down here. So I'm going to set these machines up here and here, I think. And there is something peculiar about how the I/O works on these machines. So let's take a look at the Woot Edition 2 here. And let's go to the machines. And let's go to the dye liquefier. The dye liquefier takes dye items or items that can be created into dyes and converts them into red, yellow, and blue and white fluids. These are combined into pure dye fluid, which can be used to create dye casings or any color in the injection press. Items can be inserted from any side. Okay, so this is what I wanted to get to. Pure dye can be extracted from any side. The dye liquefier will automatically output to an adjacent fluid handler. Okay, so that is good to know. So let's go ahead and set up the dye liquefier and the injection press next to each other right here and then here. So as you can see, there's actually... Okay, so this does take a little while, and I actually don't want to flood it too much. So let's grab some red, yellow, and white, because I think we do need all of the different colors to make the pure dye fluid. So let's grab something like 12 of each if we can. Red, blue, and yellow I think was the other one, or not red and blue, red and yellow and white. Okay, so I don't have yellow automated. And let's just go ahead and make as much as we can from this right here. And then in the future, I will probably automate this as well. Okay, so let's throw all these stupid mortar and pestles back in. Okay, so that should be all the yellow that I can make, but that's okay. That should be enough. I think it should be enough for right now. So let's go down to the basement, and let's go ahead and pull this out and start. Let's actually get a hopper. That would make things a little bit easier here. I could just throw everything in here. So let's do that. I'm just ignoring you, Mr. Husk. Let's throw this hopper into there, and then let's put them in that order, and that should be good. When you have all of the different colors, I believe it will go ahead and be made into the pure dye fluid. Okay, so I'm not... Okay, so it looks like the GUI is a little bit not completely correct here. This should say white. The other ones seem to be working all right. And let's see if it starts making some pure dye fluid. I really think it will once we have all of the... Okay, so yeah. So we need to make one pink and one purple here. So there's a pink and here's a purple. So here's how you use this. Basically, you just need the pure dye fluid, and you need all of the different colors to do that. So I will need to make some more yellow at some point, but for right now, it looks like I have enough to do what I need. So let's run back over here, and let's go ahead and make that primary base if we can. And I do want to go ahead and automate this, or make this so that I can automate it. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, magenta. Okay, so... whoops, I did not mean to do that. Sorry about that. I just hit the wrong key there. So I need magenta dye. Okay, so pink and purple, and I actually do not want to use those. shoot. So I might have to make more. I don't have any magenta anything, do I? Let's go ahead and just automate this. Might as well. So this mystical magenta flower. Okay, so there's that. And then we need to make this into petals. And then we need to combine this with a mortar and pestle. And then we have magenta dye. Sorry, for whatever reason I thought it was pink and purple. It's pink and magenta apparently. So let's go ahead and get some magenta dye here. And we'll need to make this press. Doing this right here. And we do need the yaw hammer with us. I don't need the die casing anymore. And we only need one of these for right now. So let's run back over here and let's try this one more time here. So luckily I do have most of the things that I need already crafted up. It's just I didn't make the things that are kind of woot crafting stuff. Basically things that you craft in using woot mechanisms. So let's go ahead and try to make this primary base again. I do already have it automated, so I should be able to just go ahead and tell that. Okay, so cool. We have the 5 things that all of the different machines or all of the different tiers need here. So let's go back to the basic factory tiers. I have all of this made. The only thing I needed was the primary base. Okay, so now for the tier 1, we'll need a mob controller and a perk slot. Or we will have one perk slot here. So let's see if we can't make a perk slot. So I do need a purple die plate. That isn't going to be too difficult here. So let's go ahead and teach this system how to automate this and then go ahead and make that purple die plate. I have a purple die plate, so I can just grab this. Oh yeah, I made that by accident. Okay, so we also need a mob controller. So do I have a mob controller? I don't. So the mob controller is actually going to be the thing I make last. I'm going to need a Stygian iron plate and a prism here. I can go ahead and make this prism. I just need glass and then some pure dye fluid. So let's do that right now. Okay, those monsters are not going away. Do I have enough pure dye fluid? I do for right now. I might need to make a little bit more yellow dye. Yeah, because that's what we're out of right now. Okay, so what else will we need for this mob controller? We need this mob shard, so we're going to have to make a mob shard, and we need to make the shard dye, so we need nether quartz and obsidian. So nether quartz and obsidian. Okay, I'm going to have to kill that zombie pretty soon. He's getting on my nerves. So nether quartz, obsidian, and then the hammer. And there we go. We got the die plate. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Okay, so the mob controller, let's go back to this. I need to make a mob shard. Okay, so to actually get this to work, I need to attack mob with shard to capture, and then kill mobs to fill the shard. The shard must be in your hotbar to be filled. I think it's something like 5 mobs, so when night turns up again, I do need to have this crafted. So let's go ahead and make one of these. I need to throw that in there, so let's throw that back in there. I do have this mob shard. Let's put it right here for right now. And, okay, so the mob controller, that should be easy enough. I need one more Stygian iron plate, but I do have that automated, I believe. I need to throw the yaw hammer in there. And I need that yaw hammer back, maybe. Actually, I'm not sure that I do. I'm just about done with making everything. So let's see. Is there anything else I need? I need 2 amaranth blocks and 2 factory connectors. I think I probably only have 1 factory connector with me. I don't have any factory connectors. Okay, so let's see here. I do need to make 2 of these. I need 2 of the magenta dyes. So let's go ahead and get those made up. And let's take a look at what we need for the amaranth blocks as well. Okay, so I need another magenta dye. So I need... Let's grab 3 of these. And I'm worried that I won't have enough yellow, and that I won't have enough pure dye fluid here, because I'm not sure how much this takes. Okay, cool. We do have, wow, just enough. So that's actually kind of fantastic. I think that's all the pure dye fluid that I will need for this episode, but I could be wrong about that. So let's go ahead and make 2 of the factory connectors. So there we go. And then what else do I need here? I have 2 factory connectors. I need 2 amaranth blocks. Okay, so those are actually, they were made to make the factory connectors, because to make the factory connectors you need one of the prior, you need an amaranth block or something else. So let's actually take a look at the factory connector. How you make this is basically have one of these prior blocks that you can make, and redstone, and that's how you make the factory connector. So I have, I think, just about everything I need made. I just need to make a mob controller, but I can't do that yet because I don't have a captured mob. I might be able to go ahead and construct this structure, so let's get started. Let's try to do that. So I will need this called the intern, this item called the intern, and let's go ahead and put it right here. And then I think I need to put down the heart first, so let's grab that. And I kind of want this to be as centered in this room as I can. So let me, okay, so I might need to grab something called a layout guide. I think there's a block called a layout guide here. So, okay, so I may or may not be able to make this. Kind of thinking, okay, I need yellow dye. Okay, so I actually did not want to automate it with that particular, I just want yellow. My inventory is awfully full. Do I have, I thought if you combined, no, I'm wrong. So let's, shoot, we're gonna have to go this route again. Mystical yellow flower. I don't have any do I have any dandelions? I do. That's dumb. That's dumb of me. Okay, so that makes that easy. And then let's go ahead and make that layout guide. Oh, I did set the pattern earlier, but I deleted it because it had the wrong thing there. So let's go ahead and see if we can do that. There we go. So this is a useful block that should allow me to see where I need to put everything. So let's get rid of the heart for right now. Let's put the layout guide down. And okay, so I think the heart would be the next block here. What are these blocks? Oh, okay, so I'm setting the wrong tier. Okay, so actually I think this stuff goes down. And actually, does it go down even further? How far down does it go? Okay, yeah, this structure is kind of tall. And that's fine because I did build a basement down here and I did kind of intend this to go down. So let's... Okay, I don't have a controller. So I don't have the mob controller. I think that's what it's getting at right now. So let's... I will need to go ahead and set up this shard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till the night, which is actually pretty quickly approaching, and then I'm going to kill a zombie. And I want it to be a zombie because I'm going to need the rotten flesh at first to start my system. We do need to make some, or we need to set up a system after this is all kind of, after the mob spawning system is set up, I need to set up some fluid vats as well. And I will need rotten flesh for that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to wait until nightfall. And once that happens, I will be right back. So night has fallen, and I think instead of capturing a zombie, I'm going to just do a husk because they are more available. I'm not seeing any zombies. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit this with the mob shard. And it says captured mob. And let's just look at this real fast. It says captured mob. I have 0 of 5 kills. So I need to kill 5 husks here. With this in my hotbar, keep in mind. So let's go ahead and do that. So now we have 1 kill here. Okay, stupid zombie. There's 2 kills. So I need 3 more kills here of husks. There's a couple more over here, so that's cool. So that's 3. That's 4, and I need 1 more. Let's double check. Yes, I need 1 more here. Okay, so there's a husk. Let's go get him. Okay, that should be good. And you can see that the texture on the item has changed a little bit. So this is fully programmed. Let's go ahead and get rid of some stuff into the inventory here, or into the ME system. And actually, I might need that rotten flesh later, but let's not worry about that right now. So let's go and take a look at what we need to make the mob controller. So the mob controller, I need this shard, I need a stick. Okay, so first off, I need to place this here, one of these here, and then this, and that should be everything I need. And now we have a mob controller. Let's see, right click for tier information. I really hope this can be a tier 1 mob. I'm going to be building the tier 1 of this structure, and okay, I didn't put torches in this building. That was my bad. I actually did have torches in this building. I just got rid of them. So let's just go ahead and put a few torches down here. Okay, so that's cool. Let's see here. Okay, so it looks like I need to dig maybe down 1 more. And I think that should be enough space to make this. I might need to get rid of the layout guide as well. Okay, no valid primary controller. Do I need a block called a primary controller? I didn't think I did. Primary controller. I wonder if the husk cannot be a tier 1, which would kind of ruin this. Right click. Okay, so what I might have to do is set this down. Okay, so it says it's tier 1. Okay, so I don't know what just happened there. Let's go ahead and try to build this, and one more time. I'm gonna kind of take out all the blocks around here because I'm not a zealotor. Okay, so what am I doing here? Let's get that layout guide back. Okay, so that's cool that it's showing me everything right now. Okay, so let's use the intern and let's see if that will build it. It looks like I have everything I need. So let's just manually build this from the ground up here. So the Kanata cell goes down here. Okay, I'm not sure why it's kind of blinking in and out. So I need the up arrow at the bottom. I need the down arrow next. I need the factory connectors next. The 2 amaranth blocks on top of that. I think those are in the right spots. Yes. The primary base goes right here. The mob controller goes right here. And then the perk slot. And then the heart. And that should be correct. Is there anything? I don't think there's anything else to this. So, to be honest, I kind of want to build this up a little bit. Because I actually want the Conatus cell to be kind of even with the floor down here. So I need to raise this up 3. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera. And once I have this entire system raised up 3 blocks, I will be right back. So I've got my mob system moved up and exactly how I want it. So let's go ahead and fill in the floor right here. And then I need to set up some stuff in the basement to provide Conatus fluid for this system to actually be able to make mobs. So the Conatus fluid needs to go into the basic Conatus cell. So how we're going to do that is we need a fluid vat, and we actually need 2 of these. So let's take a look at the Woot guide for the fluid vat, because this is going to be kind of important information how this functions. So let's go to the machines and the fluid vat. Over here is the important information. Items can be inserted from any side. Input fluids can be inserted from the left, top, or the front. Output fluids can be removed from the bottom, back, and right sides. Okay, and this output can happen automatically. So I want the outputs to go to the right. So what we're going to do is we're going to set the fluid vats here and here. And so, and we have 2 fluid vats because let's take a look here. So we need to make Conatus fluid. And to make Conatus fluid, we need a fluid vat with purge fluid and redstone, or one of these other items. I'm going to be using redstone for that. And then to make the purge fluid, we're going to need water. And then I'm going to be using rotten flesh for right now. I also could use ender pearls because I actually do have quite a few ender pearls. And in the future, I will probably be spawning endermen here, but I can't do that right now. Okay, so for this first one, we need to give this water. And how I'm going to do that is let's just dig a hole underneath here and set up a little automatic water system here. And how we're going to do that is I'm going to take an aqueous accumulator. I'm going to put it right here. And then I'm going to surround it with water source blocks. Okay, so I think all of those are water source blocks at this point. Let's go ahead and fill that in. This should be producing water, and it is. And so what we're going to do here is we are going to use some, and I don't even have the right stuff. I need to grab some sort of, not fluid duct, but essentially what a fluid duct is, some piping for water. So let's do that real fast. I think I need 2 of it. So I need 2 of these guys right here. And I do have a configurator with me, so that's cool. I'm also going to need another export bus. I realized that when I was down there, so let's grab another export bus. And I will need redstone, and I will need to be exporting redstone and rotten flesh. So right now I only have 23 rotten flesh, but the thing is the system itself will make rotten flesh because it's going to be spawning husks. So that is one of the mob drops, obviously. So let's go ahead and give this thing water. I think I can give water from the bottom. And actually, I might be mistaken about that. So let's hook this up. Okay, no. So I'm going to have to input this. Let's take a look at the Woot guide. It will tell me how to do this. Input fluids can be inserted from the left, top, or front. So let's go ahead and change this to the front. And actually, I'm going to need more of this advanced mechanical pipe. Darn. So let's do that real fast. So yeah, that should be enough. So let's just do from the front. This doesn't need to look pretty. It just needs to be functional. And I'm actually going to disconnect the bottom here. Okay, so we got water in here. Now we need to get rotten flesh into here. And I'm going to be doing that from the left side. And then we're going to be exporting redstone here. We're going to be exporting rotten flesh here. And I don't have any flux cable. I also need to hook these up to energy. They do need energy to operate. So I should be able to grab energy pretty easily from my street outside. So I'm not actually sure if I have my energy conduit run this way, but I can do that real fast. And we're just going to kind of run this under the floor here. And I guess unfortunately for me, I won't be able to connect up to the underside. Yeah, I will. I can just get rid of this and just move this to be right here. And then I can just connect up under here. So let's find my output here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. And my reactor is just right over there, so I should be able to grab energy from it from right here. And I do have the advanced universal cable to do that, so let's go ahead and do that. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. And then we can just run this over like that, and that should work out plenty cool. So we have energy in both these guys. The items are not in there yet because we need to set that up as well. So I do need to grab some Fluix cable of some sort. So let's go ahead and do that. And by Fluix, let's grab some covered cable. Let's do the blue variant because I have a lot of that. And actually, I did not want to get rid of that stone, but that's okay. I do have more stone in my inventory. So let's go ahead and at some point I will also facade this up to make it look nicer. But for right now, I'm not going to worry about it. I just want to get the system operational for right now. So I want to enter right here, I think. And just run this kind of across. And then we can come straight down for right here. And then let's run this over like that. Okay, so at some point we should be getting, actually we shouldn't be getting rotten flesh here because I have all of the rotten flesh in my inventory right now. So let's throw the rotten flesh in here. And if we travel up somewhere here, we can click on the heart here and it shows the Conatus fluid right here. And it shows the loot table right down here, basically what we're going to be getting. We should be getting enough rotten flesh to continuously run the system. The system should produce more rotten flesh than it consumes. But if it doesn't, I might have to make a workaround for that. Yeah, and so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take loot out of the loot exporter and the ingredient importer. So I can't remember if I can just set this right here or what. So let me make sure if it's going to actually run a cycle. So let's wait till this gets to 100% and see if anything comes out. If nothing comes out, I might need to hook up an item pipe to that exporter there. Okay, so cool. We did get some stuff. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to hook up an import bus on this chest right here and just basically import all of this stuff into the ME system. And then the rotten flesh should be exported back into this fluid vat here. And hopefully I run enough of a positive here to be able to run the system continuously. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and make this look nice and tidy again. I did not mean to do that, so let's remove that camouflage. That's one cool thing about elevators that they've added recently, is that you can camouflage them. So let's go ahead and make this look nice and tidy and put my torches back. That way no mobs can spawn back here. And let's see here. So we should be getting this stuff right here. This is something that I'm going to need to upgrade to actually make kind of useful, because right now it's just a kind of self-sustaining system. It will produce some of this other stuff that I don't really have super use for right now, but that's okay. In the future, I will make higher tier factories, and the higher tier factories can actually spawn multiple mobs at once. If you'll notice, I only have wait, where's my mob controller? I only have one mob controller here because there's only one primary base. In the future, if you get to the highest tier, you will be able to set up to 4 mobs per mob spawning system. And this is going to be super useful in the future because I will need to upgrade this to be able to spawn mobs like wither skeletons and then eventually withers. Mainly the system is going to be used to spawn withers in the future so that I can get nether stars and I don't have to actually spawn the withers manually, and that's going to be super useful. So I've definitely overrun what I would like to do normally. I'm over 30 minutes at this point, but I do have this system fully set up and it is operational for right now, and hopefully it'll get me lots of rotten flesh and in the future a lot of other stuff as well. So if you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to drop a like down below. And if you enjoy watching automation type stuff in modern Minecraft, definitely consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Anyways, signing off, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and I will see you next time.